What up? It's your boy Moody Montana, man. Welcome to another segment of Smoke and Think, Philadelphia Podcast. Yo, man, I know y'all tired of seeing this shit. You know what I mean? Not tired of seeing it, but we waiting for more information to develop. You know what I mean? And, I really never like checked into it. I'm just like, oh, that's fucked up, fucked up. Cause you know I be looking at other shit, but I looked into this and I'm like, like really, I'm just saying we gonna go over this and I'm gonna speak. I want y'all to comment. You know what I mean? Like, and, like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do, man. To fuck with me, man. But I'm saying, bro, like, mm mm mm, this is suspicious.
We begin our report with the kidnapping of 4 Americans in Mexico. 2 of them are safely back on U.S. soil. The other 2 are dead. The victims were found in a rural area east of the northern Mexico border city of Matamoros. The other 2 survivors were returned to the U.S. Tuesday. Mexican officials say one of them was injured. Omar Villafranca is in Brownsville, Texas, with the latest.
Two Americans who survived being caught in a shootout and kidnapped by cartel gunmen were taken to a hospital in Brownsville, Texas today. Mexican authorities found Latavia McGee and Eric Williams at a stash house outside the city of Matamoros after gunmen moved them to multiple locations to avoid capture. It was the end of a road trip for cosmetic surgery. McGee, Williams, along with their close friends Shahid Woodard and Zindell Brown, traveled last week from South Carolina to Matamoros.
Now, if they already killed 2 of y'all in front of the rest of them, why they going through so much, knowing the police looking for them? Why they going through so much, putting these people here and taking them out and putting them there, taking out, I don't know. Let's see how this shit go.
So McGee could have cosmetic surgery. This video shows the moment when they were kidnapped at gunpoint after being caught in a shootout between rival cartel gangs.
Kidnapped at gunpoint in Mexico last week are back in the United States, but 2 other people they were with were killed in what Mexican police are calling a tragic case of mistaken identity. ABC's Matt Rivers has the latest.
Mexican police said this mistaken
2 of the 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico now waking up on U.S. soil after surviving this horrific attack. Armed men seen loading the group onto a pickup truck in Matamoros Friday. Their other 2 friends did not survive. Eric James Williams and Latavia Tay McGee making it out alive. McGee seen here with law enforcement shortly after she was rescued. A convoy then taking the survivors to the border near Brownsville, Texas. The 2 then crossing over to a waiting ambulance. McGee's mother describing the moment she found out her daughter had survived.
I had to hold my arm. I was thinking the Lord. I said, thank you, Jesus. There is a God.
Williams now in a Brownsville, Texas hospital after undergoing surgery for multiple gunshot wounds to his legs. His wife Michelle able to speak with him briefly.
It was just tears of joy, I guess, that he's alive. I didn't even want to imagine what he was going through or, what any of them were going through.
2 other members of the group, Shahid Woodard and Zindell Brown, tragically killed. Authorities finally finding the missing Americans after a 3-day manhunt, leading them to this wooden house in Lagunona, outside Matamoros. According to her family, McGee had traveled with the others from Lake City, South Carolina to Mexico to get cosmetic surgery. When the 4 crossed into Matamoros on Friday, her family says armed gunmen in body armor chased them, opening fire on their white minivan. The gunmen then kidnapping the group. A Mexican bystander also killed. Mexican officials now believe the shooting and kidnapping was a case of mistake.
Case of mistaken identity, yo. A case of mistaken identity. Dirty motherfuckers. These dirty motherfuckers coming to play that. Oh, everybody want a piece of them. They go get the girl mother, their daughters, kids. Hold up in the press conference all over the world. And really trying to plant let me check this shit out though.
I was just thinking, like, why do they get kidnapped and stuff like that?
Yeah. Do either of you know about what happened and why? Because they believe at this point that it is a case of mistaken identity. Have they told you anything beyond that?
Who think is a case of mistaken identity? Who? I know they ain't talking about that motherfucking cartel that kidnapped them people, because the way they boxed off everything, it ain't look like they think that was a case of mistaken identity to nobody that repeatedly goes to Mexico as a group. There ain't no motherfucking... Yeah.
Have you spoken to authorities at all, Barbara?
About the kidnapping?
Yes, ma'am.
I talked to someone that was asking me a question about when it first, I guess after a day or two after it happened, and he was asking me something about it, and I told him, he was asking me a question about the Tavia, that she was in danger.
What are you hoping comes out of this? I know no one can bring your loved ones back, but what are you hoping happens from here, Barbara?
I hope they get all of them and put them all in jail.
You're going to put the cartel in jail.
Put all of them, every one of them that had something to do with it, I want them locked up.
Yeah. Amani, have you had a chance to speak to your mom?
Yes.
What did you talk about?
All I did was say hey and told her that I missed her, and I was ready for her to come home.
Yeah. Listen, I can't begin to imagine when families go through situations like this and your whole life is sort of put on display in front of everyone. I know that is disconcerting, but to have someone die and then get on television and talk about it, at least members of your family, your mom and your daughter didn't die, but it's got to be tough for you. Can you explain, Barbara, what your family is going through at this moment?
I know.
Why?
This hurt. And
how you want her to explain why her family is going through this shit?
Because of what happened to Shahid and when she died and when they had kidnapped him. So I know this all hurt about everything.
This is, Barbara, I understand, the second time that your daughter went down to the area in Mexico for a medical procedure. Did she at any point before say that she felt unsafe about it?
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me nothing about it. She didn't.
Listen, the CDC is warning against medical procedures outside of the country. They are calling it a level 4 warning, the State Department is. Do you have a message for other people who may be considering the same thing, Barbara?
No. I just wish that I know that for the family member that was, that the other family I would know that is hurt and feeling, sad and stuff about it. And some of the people I didn't.
I'm going to rewind the question he asked her.
Is hurt and feeling, sad and stuff about it. Was, that.
Barbara?
Hold up.
They are calling it a level 4 warning, the State Department is. Do you have a message for other people who may be considering the same thing, Barbara?
Now, I ain't watched this interview up this far. When he asked her that question, now to the people that's really going out there and getting these procedures done, you wouldn't want to be the one to try to cover up. You know what I mean? Like, because CNN wants you to do this shit. Then they smart. They know what to ask. You know what I mean? Because when the shit come out, you won't want to look like, you know what I mean? They've been going down there for a while. He's saying second, but you know, like, it's reported that they've been going frequently down there. They've been childhood friends for a minute. So they was dealing with them down there. They ain't make no mistake. That ain't look like no mistake. So like CNN jumps in it and they trying to get this lady mother basically like spread false information. So he said this.
Medical procedures outside of the country. They are calling it a level 4 warning, the State Department is. Do you have a message for other people who may be considering the same thing, Barbara?
And she said this.
No. I just wish that I know that.
No. No.
No.
No. Hell no. She know what the fuck they was down there doing. I ain't gonna stand nobody wrong. She know what she was down there doing. I ain't gonna tell nobody, don't do it. Don't go down there and get your procedure done. If you going down there to get your procedure done and coming the fuck right back, you got that already set up. Like, you know what you dealing with already. From the airport to your hotel to the doctor's office, back to the hotel to the fucking airport, back home. Nah, y'all drove 26 and a half hours for one person to get a tummy tuck. One person had to get out because he ain't have all proper paperwork. Distraction. That ain't look like no mistake. Let me finish what she got to say. She said, nah, she ain't got no motherfucking.
I just wish that I know that for the family member that was, you know, that the other family, I know that is hurt and feeling, you know, sad and stuff about it. And some of the people out in America, they probably do too.
How are you guys? Are you guys going to go are you going to Texas, or how are you going to do it? Is she going to come home, Latavia? Are you going to go see her, or is it to wait until she comes home?
We'll wait until she come home. She's supposed to come home today.
Yeah. Monty, anything you want to say before I let you guys go? Because I can see that that JR and Cadence are getting restless.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is that thank you for helping find my mama, and that's it.
Yeah. I should say Junior. So, thank you so much for joining us, Barbara. Thank you, Amani. Thank you, Cadence. Thank you, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
You guys be as well as you can under these circumstances.
Yo, what's y'all thoughts? Said anything I had to say about this. It's just like I read body language and everything. This right here is just. it looks like a case of I don't know. I don't know, man. But they was in cahoots with that cartel. That wasn't no motherfucking mistake. It wasn't. Can't beat me in the head. Hell no.
The State Department is working with the Mexican government to bring home the bodies of 2 Americans abducted at gunpoint and killed just over the border in Mexico. 2 other Americans survived. CBS's Omar Villafranca spoke with a family member of one of them.
When I first saw the video, I was like, I was in shock.
Jaquan Burgess says he recognized his cousins Latavia McGee and Shaid Woodard in the video of the cartel attack in Matamoros, Mexico. He says it wasn't the first time McGee had made the trip to Mexico for cosmetic work. The thought of her coming over here, did that worry you at all at any point?
No, it didn't have worry me. You know, I'm thinking that everything should be okay.
McGee, Woodard, and 2 close friends drove to Matamoros.
They went with her to get a tummy tuck. See what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And we supposed to, look, right? We are supposed to feel sad. But people be wilding, yo. Yo, people be fucking wilding. Like, motherfuckers is being kidnapped. Well, going missing. You know, like we posting shit. You know, save such and such. Hope they find it. Like, everybody reposting shit. Come to find out, they ain't even kidnapped. The fuck? Nothing don't be wrong with them. But like, this situation right here, these 3 niggas went with her to Mexico to get a tummy tuck. Two niggas died. Maybe they said it's a 5th person too, so this only 4. Let's see what this shit say.
From South Carolina last week when they were attacked and kidnapped by Gulf Cartel gunmen. Shaid Woodard and Zindell Brown were killed. McGee and Eric Williams survived and were found at a stash house just outside the city yesterday. Williams was shot 3 times in the...
Hold on, let's go back to this stash house, right? Let's look at this motherfucking stash house. Look at this stash house. So the police just, hey, let's search that house right there. And found who they was looking for. Or the motherfuckers was told where to find them at because they got what they were supposed to have got. The police don't be wanting no smoke with them cartels down there. They all be in cahoots. Police probably is the cartel. Why them people still ain't home yet? Lady said she supposed to been coming home today. I don't see no post about her being home yet. Let's see how this shit unfold. I'm gonna stay on top of this. Y'all leave me y'all thoughts. Put them comments down. This shit ridiculous. I'm just supposed to just be super dumb though. Like, which I pray it just ain't fall up on their heads. But I know better.
Williams was shot 3 times in the legs and underwent surgery at a Texas hospital. Back in Lake City, South Carolina, Burgess and the entire city are saddened by the news.
They lost for words, with everything, that going on. And it was like they was praying for, for all of them to return back home safe.
McGee and Williams are both recovering at this hospital behind me. There's a vigil tonight in South Carolina to honor the 2 victims who were killed.
Now y'all seen family members when murders happen, like they be on the news, they be crying, they be like, the fuck. Why none of their family members look surprised? Nobody look at the body language. Rewind this shit back. Look at the moms and the kids, man. Look at everybody's body language. Listen to the story. It don't sound right. Like, fucking with them people money, man. That's it for me, man. I'm really out this time. Y'all holla at me. Smoke a think, Moody Montana.